Fair warning, lighting is a little bit different because I'm recording this earlier in the day. So Cyberpunk, again, I'm making another video about it, I know. And I was going to make this the absolute last video. Well, second last, because I was going to do a review of the soundtrack. So I talked about in the last video that I wasn't going to be able to download it for a while, but that I was receiving my package that had the soundtrack, compendium, and map, and then also a like steelbook case for whatever disc I wanted to put in it. But I couldn't download the game. I was just gonna review those things, listen to all the songs in the soundtrack, and then make a video about that. Instead, what happened was I got an email from Best Buy saying that the order date was pushed back to December 7th. Great, I'm going to get it early. Well, I received another email saying that that was the wrong date and that I would get it on December 10th. Well, because of that stupid mix-up, they could have just looked at the release date on literally like every promotional art, literally on CD Projekt Red's Twitter, or the Cyberpunk game Twitter account, and seeing that, okay, well, it's coming out December 10th or 7th for, 8th for pre-order people. I'm a pre-order person. I got it pre-order. November 11th of this year, I pre-ordered Cyberpunk on Best Buy's website, thinking, okay, well, they're going to give me a steelbook case along with, some other physical items. I can't download the game because, the patch for the game was nearly 50 gigabytes. So I was going to play it on Saturday, but nope, that went out the window. So I was like, all right, well, make the video on the other stuff. So then they said, yeah, okay, we'll get it by the 10th because it wasn't actually the 7th. Well, that's not what happened. Because right here on the bottom, you can see arriving by December 18th. 18th. 8 days after the game releases, and that's today. Today is when the game was supposed to be released. This game has been in development for 9 years, at least 9 years, because the title reveal video was made in 2011. So 9 years this game has been in development, or at least, and then other people who saw the teaser trailer, who thought, oh, that's a cool game, I'll get that. I've been waiting for 8 years for this game. I've only been waiting 29 days, right? I never knew about this game when I was like a little kid. But other people have been waiting for 8 years. And for the people who thought, yeah, all right, well, I'm going to get it from Best Buy because, they have a little perk and I don't want to get, the special edition or whatever. I just want the normal game and they're giving an extra thing, so why not? Well, those people have to wait another 8 days after the release. They were supposed to get it on the 8th, and then I guess, most people would be like, all right, whatever, I'll get it on the 10th, that's fine. Buggy or not, story short or not, whatever, I just want to play this game. That's what I'm thinking, that's what other people are thinking, or that pre-ordered it from Best Buy. But instead, 8 days longer that they have to wait. 8 days longer. Which I would say, most people are like, whatever, I waited 8 years, I can wait another 8 days. But for some, like me, I ordered it almost a month ago. And I'm thinking, why couldn't they just send it out early? They could have just, it's a real simple solution, and I'll explain it right now. So, all they had to do was say, hey, CD Projekt Red, you sent us all these copies, or even say, hey, can you send out the copies early so we can send them to different post offices so that they can be sent out on release day. That's all they had to do. That is literally all they had to do. They didn't have to screw around with dates or anything. They could have just sent it to post offices and said, hey, can you keep this here for a bit? This is an unreleased product, and you just keep it here until it's released, and then send it to or whoever ordered it, and they probably would have been like, sure. And if that wasn't possible, just send it to the nearest Best Buy. That's all they had to do, was just send it to somewhere close by, close enough to where they can deliver it in a day or two. Send it out a little bit early so it would get here by launch day, and you would have the game. But instead, they dilly-dallied until it was too late. Until now they have to say 8 days later that I have to wait. And I'm going to say that many times, 8 days. Because I've been waiting for this game, man. I know I can't download it. But having the box in my hand, like I had the Watch Dogs box in my hand, and I knew I couldn't have played that game like right away. I mean, I did get it physically, but I knew I couldn't have played it right away. But just looking at it and thinking, I have this, and I'm going to be able to download this soon, was a good feeling. It really was. Even having something that you can't use yet is a good feeling. I remember the original case I got from my iPhone, not this one, but a different one. I didn't have my iPhone yet. I had to wait longer for that, and that was pretty annoying. But having everything but the phone was nice to have. I had the case, I could look at it, think, I'm really excited to get this phone. I could have I don't know. I even had like a wireless charger and thing. I have everything. I have everything ready, and that would have made me even more excited. And just think, all right, I can wait a little bit longer. But no, instead when I promised that it will be a video on this product that I pre-ordered 29 days ago, when I say I'm going to do a video on it because it should be arriving today, I can't record the game, that's fine, I have everything else. No, instead I have to wait another 8 days until it gets here. So from now on, I'm never buying anything from Best Buy ever again, and I highly recommend that you, the viewer, don't buy anything from Best Buy either. I also got a pair of AirPods that had a problem that no one else had, which was that there was a very loud, high-pitched sound playing into my ear. That's, I'm going off on a tangent here, but, I returned them 2 weeks later because I was sick of them. And apparently no one else that I knew had this problem. That I knew, at least. And, yeah, I was thoroughly disappointed. And, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's always a 50-50 with Best Buy. And I was like, well, I guess I just got the wrong side of the coin on this one. But with a pre-order of a digital game, you can't mess that up, man. You cannot mess that up. There's no way. And what they could have done? What they could have done is take the code out of the Cyberpunk thing. I would have been fine with that if they opened it. That's fine. I don't care. Take the code out, take a picture of it, and send it to me by email. Say, all right, we're sorry that we couldn't get the rest of the product here, but here's the code so that you can play it the day you want it to. Obviously, I can't download it, but I would have really appreciated that. They don't know that I can't download it for another while, or for a while in general. But at least having the code there, at least having, the decency to say, hey, we're sorry, here's the thing you wanted, we'll get you the rest by whatever date. That would have been like the least they could have done. Or at this point, the most. But you know what they did? They did nothing, and they just said wait longer. That's it. That is all they did. What's even worse is that the Steelbook isn't being delivered with the rest of the game. Why? That's what I don't understand. Why don't you deliver them all at the same time? But instead, no, they said December 23rd for that. You can't deliver both. Why not? Why not? You had 29 days to get this ready. 29. Nearly a month to just get these two products together, send them off to some holding place where they would give it to me the day of release. And they didn't do that. I just don't understand why they couldn't have done that. So yeah, I'm not going to be making a video on it for another while, and I'm just going to go out and say that I'm probably not going to get it on the 18th either. I'm probably going to get it on the 23rd or even later. I might even get it by 2021 because they don't know how to deliver crap. And if that is the case, then there will be no video on the map, soundtrack, and all that. I'm just going to buy it on Steam, download it, and make videos using my crappy old 1060, which I should probably mention. Right now, the performance of the 1060 with Cyberpunk is absolutely terrible. On the lowest settings, with the lowest resolution, which is 720p, you can only run about 30-40 frames a second. Average of like 30. So that's a really big disappointment too. I thought, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be able to run this pretty well. Nope, not that either. But that's not even Best Buy's fault. That's just the fault of my old graphics card that, it's a little lower end. That's nobody's real fault, and that could be fixed. But a delivery that they had 29 days to do is something that just can't be fixed. Because time you can't fix. Time you can't get back. And, yeah. So, I'm going to be making the video on this in probably next year because of how bad Best Buy manages their crap. So, that's going to be the video. Bit of a rant. I'm surprised that I didn't really yell in this video because I was very angry before I made this video. But I'm probably going to be mad after I make this video too. But, yeah, so sorry about that, guys. If you want to take your anger out on someone right now, go ahead and go to your nearest Best Buy and yell at someone. Because it's unacceptable that they couldn't have done that in a month. Alright, well, that's it. See you.